Welcome, this is Isaac from Blue Bag of Borelli, my place to talk about AFL and Carlton. Tonight I have a special guest with me, one of my sparring partners and Carlton fellow Blue Baggers, Vince.
Hello.
He's going to share briefly his favourite players of all time. How long have you been following Carlton for? Or watching Carlton, following
since
Carlton?
Since I was a young tacker.
So we're talking...
7 or 8, so 40 years.
40 years nearly. Very good, very good. Now, just before we do that, I just want to quickly share a couple of thoughts on something that's dear to me, and it's sad. We've lost some footballers this week to suicide.
Not great.
I watched Favola break down on radio when he spoke about Troy Selwood. I didn't realise that he was friends with him. I know they were teammates. Remember, he was only at Brisbane for one season. But he actually lived with him. I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
And
Very sad.
When he spoke about that, it brought me back to a very dark place. One of my friends that committed suicide almost 3 years ago. And it sucks. I hate suicide. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't understand this mental health. I mean, there are times where I feel down as well. And I guess part of getting through life is doing this. I mean, my audience is only small, I know that. People have sometimes said to me, you're wasting your time, but I do it because it's something that I love. It's something that I'm passionate about.
Talk and get stuff off your chest.
Yeah, talk about footy, be with my mates. What's wrong with that? Nothing better than that, is it?
That's it.
And if Carlton can win a game, it's even better.
We'll
so,
see.
like a friend of mine said to me recently that a problem shared is a problem halved. The shout out to Anthony Stanzio, he said that to me, and he's right. So I guess, look, just a quick call to arms. Sometimes it pays for us to put our tools down, to stop holding the paintbrush if that's what we do.
Help a mate if they need it.
Yep. Call someone. Have a coffee, have a Coke with them, have a beer with them, have a laugh.
Get it off your chest.
Pay each other out.
That's it.
Go and watch a film, talk about footy, talk about whatever you like. Talk about your pet dog, I don't care. But we should stop and reflect when we have a chance and look out for each other a bit more. I mean, it's just getting worse all the time, and I miss my mate very much. You know why? Because he gave a shit about me. He cared about me. He constantly called us to check up on me. And I miss that. And when they're gone forever. And he's pissed me off leaving me, and he's left family. So the family, I can only imagine how upset they would be. So there's a lot of questions that I'm still searching, and I'll never get the answers for them. But just watching Fev the other day really hit me for a brief moment, and it brought me back to a place that is still very painful for me. And let's look out for each other a lot more, and that's why it's important. It's very important.
Yeah. Because
us macho boys, us macho men sometimes don't talk, and we like to bottle it up. But why do I do this? Because football brings people together, connects us. If it wasn't for football and footy cards, we wouldn't probably be friends. No disrespect, but I met him through one of my best friends, Frankie Dukes. Through Frankie Dukes, through the footy card hobby collecting, he told me that this bloke here would be a good mate for me because we would connect well, and we have, and we will continue to do so.
Correct.
And a shout out to Andrew Morgan. I understand the pain that you're going through missing Big Ange, as I am, and even Nick De Miguele and Dean Clark and a couple of others. And it's not the same anymore because he was part of a friendship group that we used to hang out a lot, and it's just not the same anymore since he's gone. So yeah, let's call each other and contact each other a lot more regularly. Tools down when we have to. And we don't always have to be in the taskmaster's whip. We don't always have to be working and slugging it out. We've got time to do other things. So the footy season is around the corner. Now, I got scared today They had match simulation today at Carlton. And, there's videos and people texting you. There's a frenzy, Great anticipation. It's hot. It's been a long summer. I hate it. But I just want to get to round one. And my boy Triple C again falls over.
Another injury.
Now, you're really worried about him. So am I.
Well, once injuries start, it's hard to get over them. It constantly happens to a lot of players. So you don't want to see that happen to anyone. But hopefully he can get up and going again. And
I mean, I'm cringing at the moment. Every training session, I'm cringing at the moment.
It's like he's...
You know what I mean? I just want us to get to round one.
Yeah.
Look.
Hope no one else gets injured.
Oh, dearie me. Now, apparently Mackay has been tearing it up. He kicked 9 goals, they reckon, in a match sim just recently.
That doesn't mean much.
But at least he's out there fit. I mean, Jagger Smith...
He's looking good.
They reckon he's lock him in for round one. They reckon he's tearing it up.
He's looking good.
Yeah. Now, Kane Corns and David King on SEN Radio reckon and said yesterday on radio, I'm an avid listener of them, said that we're not going to win 13 games this year. So if that's the case, if we're winning 12 or less, which is what they're saying,
miss the 8.
Then we're making the 8. How are you going to make the 8 on 11 to 12 wins?
Be interesting to see what happens.
So they've got doubts about our fitness.
We need to stay not injured.
Yeah. Now, Nick Newman is a big loss.
Massive
You did
loss.
say that.
Massive loss.
You did say that. Now, I'm not saying it's not.
Just don't know who they're going to replace him with. That's the thing.
Well, it can only be Doherty, or not? Who else can it be?
But even him, he's fragile as well.
I know.
So,
I know.
how many knees and one of those...
Injuries kill all clubs.
Oh my God. Anyway,
well,
let's move on.
Let's talk about something a little bit more light-hearted. A bit of nostalgia, a trip down memory lane. He's going to share his most favourite Carlton players of all time. I'll turn the microphone over to Vince and he'll run through the list.
Thank you, Isaac. Okay, number 13, 12 and 11 are just notable mentions.
Honourable mentions.
Yeah, honourable mentions,
cool.
sorry.
That's cool.
For me, Bryce Gibbs, I used to love the way he worked. He was with us in the bad era.
A low period.
He did a lot of good hard work, and I like him in number 13.
Yep.
Big Fevelenko was one of my favourites before he went through his drama there and got traded and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, he was box office, wasn't he?
Yeah, I used to love the way he went about it. Accurate kick, he put bums on seats. So,
hey, 2-time Coleman medalist.
Mate, he was a good player. He was right up there before
and he kicked big bags, didn't he? He
7s and 8s in big games.
Big bags. So, and 99 goals in that season where...
It was harsh.
Where any other year he wins not only the Coleman, but... he should have kicked 100 in that game. Bloody Clarkson, eh?
That's why no one in Carlton likes the Hawks at all.
Dear me, I mean, that game he needed 8 goals in the last game of the year to kick 8.
Yeah.
And really, he had his chances in the first quarter. He shanked 3 or 4 as well.
He did. He could have a lot.
So look, 99 goals. He was a great player, definitely. I agree. Look. He broke my heart the most. Out of all the players that left in our era,
Big Fevelenko,
in which we've had 20 years of mediocrity, there were games where I knew we would lose, but I would watch it hoping the Fev would kick his 5 or 6.
Turn it on or something.
Yeah, and maybe win a Coleman and an All-Australian, So, yeah. I can understand you putting him in there.
And number 11 is your mate, Triple C. I just need him to fix a few little things in the forward line and not rush so much and things like that. But, he's going to be a star as long as he can stay on the park and avoid big injuries and stuff. I think he's right up there with, Big Fevelenko, and I think
he plays on instinct.
That's right.
He's definitely box office. He's a rock star.
He just needs to slow down when he takes a mark.
He does.
Give his team 30 seconds to catch their breath, and, he just rushes a bit too much.
And I've told him that. I told him that last year at the Akabani. He laughed. He goes, "That's what my brother Ed said." I said, "Well, you should listen to Ed and listen to me too, because I'm older than you."
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
I am. Well, I'm 20 years older than him.
Yeah. All right, my top 10. I got big Mark Murphy.
Yep.
300 games. Reliable man. He was with us through the hard times as well as Gibbsy, and it was just a superstar. I thought he was consistent a lot, and he always tried his heart out. So
people forget that Mark Murphy in 2011, he won his first All-Australian, won the BNF in a year that Judd had won the Lee Matthews Trophy.
Yeah.
So he picked him for the BNF in that year, and in that year in 2011, he actually won the Coaches
Award as
Award,
well. Yeah.
which is very prestigious. Some say, according to Nathan Buckley of all people, he says that award is a better value gauge than the Brownlow.
Yeah.
So people forget that, he was much maligned. I guess he played in an era where we were very poor and we were only winning 6-7 games most seasons. But you know what I love about him? He stayed at our club till the end. His father told him, don't leave, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate that he stuck
and
with
that's
it till
why
the
a lot
end.
of Carlton faithful got him.
Yeah, we love him. I respect him greatly.
Absolutely. Number 9, I've got Eddie Betts. He was one of my favourites.
Yep.
Until Malthouse shipped him off, which is unfortunate, and then he turned into a star of the lovely Adelaide Crows.
Yep.
He was right up there with excitement, goals of the year, and all sorts of stuff. He's just great to watch.
One of the best players of his craft, of his
absolutely.
position. And I know Frankie would agree with us.
Yeah.
So,
Totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Number 9, number 8, I got Craig Bradley.
The running machine.
Absolutely. It's just some of those helicopter goals on the run from 50 and stuff like that. He was just consistent and superstar. Love the way he went about it.
Yeah. Great choice.
Ratton, number 6. Constant.
Number 7, Rats. Number 7,
Number
Rats.
7 is Ratton.
Which is also his jumper number.
Yep. Good kick left and right. Superstar.
Oh,
Set up plenty of goals, so he was right up there with consistency.
3 BNFs.
Yeah.
3 BNFs, including BNF in the 95 Premiership
Correct.
season, which is a
Huge.
feather in his cap because the players we had in that team,
All stopped.
the players that we had in that team that year.
Yep.
In sixth spot,
Chris Judd, coming home from West Coast, Brownlow medalist, Premiership medal, captain.
yeah, I
Done
knew
it all.
I knew you would have Juddy in the list,
Has to be there.
and rightly so.
Has to be there.
Yeah,
Number 5 is our skipper at the moment, Cripper.
big cribber.
Double Brownlow medalist, our superstar currently, so not much to say about
No.
Cripper. He's constant.
Loyal, he's very loyal.
Absolutely.
He's committed to the cause.
Good team man.
He has unwavering devotion for us.
He's good.
I'm going to say something. If he gets us to the promised land,
He'll be one of the greatest.
if we win a flag and he's captain, I will say this now, he will become Carlton's greatest ever player.
Right up there anyway, right up there.
Put him number one. And of course, we had to have Chico in the background barking, So number 4.
Number 4 is Diesel. Williams. Superstar. What can I say?
Special
Brownlow
player.
medal.
Special player.
Premiership medal.
Could kick on the left, could kick on the right.
Norm Smith medal. So, he's done it all.
Special player. And, we probably don't win the flag without him,
No,
95, is
I
that
think
fair?
so. Yeah, fair enough. He had a good year as well. So,
Yeah.
Number 3 is
Top three.
Top 3. Best defender of all time, in my view. Big Sauce. He had big jobs and on the big superstars and shut down a lot of them. He did really well through his career.
He's
great defender.
That's a great choice, and he's universally
Loved.
loved by the Carlton Army and recognised by the AFL.
That's right.
AFL Team of the Century fullback and Carlton Team of the Century as well.
So,
He's a legend.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off he's not with us now, but he is a legend, and this list is about what they did on the playing field.
That's right.
So, he's a worthy inclusion. And top 2?
Top 2, got big sticks, Kernahan.
Fantastic.
Superstar growing up, watching him play and kicking bags of goals and right up there with the best of them forwards of all time. So, great captain as well. So,
fantastic.
Great
He was
player.
my first love.
First
My
love.
first Carlton love. Well, big sticks,
Yeah.
and we love goal kickers, don't we?
Absolutely. The big boys are always fun to watch.
So number one, who's your number one player?
I'm biased.
I think I know.
I'm biased. Number 43, Mr. Koutafidis. Love watching him play.
Oh.
Nicest guy you ever meet. He's got time for everyone.
Absolutely.
And I just love the way he went about it.
He was a gentleman on and off the field.
Correct. And
if you ever bump into him now, he'll make the time to see you. Right. He's fantastic.
He's
like
good
that.
with everybody. He's just fantastic.
He is. And, that 99 prelim.
Tore him Essendon apart was fantastic.
Well, he took the flag off them.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Cooter. You took
we
the
love
flag.
You, Cooter.
We love you, Cooter, because you took the flag off Essendon, or else they'd be on 17.
That's right. So,
but I mean, he's not just remembered for that one game.
No.
But I mean,
he had a great career.
Oh, he did. He had a great
Before
career.
Injuries crawled him. So
should have won the Brownlow in 2000 as well.
He won a
Lee Matthews Trophy. He won it.
Yep.
And 2 BNFs.
Yep.
I would have loved for him to have made the 300 club, but he did get a lot of injuries.
His injuries killed him with his knees, and unfortunate. But I'm biased, and he's not my number one. So, but a lot of those guys on the list were fantastic. So
it's a great list. Thank you very much.
No worries.
It's always great to chat. Now, a couple of quick questions for this year.
Go for it.
How many wins for Carlton in the home and away? You've got to give me a number.
I'm hoping 14.
Okay.
It's going to be tough.
Well, look,
strong opposition, but 14's.
No,
I think we can get there.
Okay.
As long as we don't get cruelled by injuries.
Yep.
I think we've got a good chance.
Jagger Smith round one?
I think so. He's been tearing it up. I think he's earned his stripes. I think he's going to be a real gun. He needs to put on a bit of size, I think. It's just a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't want to see him get pushed around
he's a
too
kid.
much.
But he'll get protected because we've got a lot of big bodies.
Well, we hope so, yeah.
We do have a lot of big bodies in the mid. So
gonna...
remember when Murph was number one pick and, they picked on him because... But we've got more depth and we're a better side.
Yeah, I
think
might be able to... I think they'll look after him a little bit. So
well, they should if they
hopefully he gets a rising star if he's good enough. So.
Oh, that's... Yeah, for sure. And so Mackay or Charlie for the most goals?
This is hard. I'm worried about Charlie.
Okay,
look. If Charlie plays all the games, I think Charlie. But if he gets injured, which I'm touch wood no, but I think Charlie can take it. But I love Mackay as well.
I know
he's
you
a
do.
superstar.
Let me reword it.
Okay.
How many goals? What's acceptable combined? The two of them combined.
Combined.
So last year we had Mackay on 49 and Triple C 57. So if we quickly do our sums, that's
about 100. So
that is about 106, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I think 100's gettable.
Well,
as long as they stay on the park.
Well, they've done that 3 years in a row.
I'm going to say 120.
Well, I'd love that. I'd love 100.
If Charlie can just settle down and take his time with his, instead of playing on rushing and making a few little errors like that, he could have had at least an extra 10 goals this year.
Yeah.
So I think if he just has more set shots and doesn't rush so much, gives the team a few minutes to settle and have a breather. Yeah. I think they can work together and kick a lot of goals. So
cool. And Motlop needs to have
He needs to step up. He was poor last year.
Yeah.
I think the saying at the moment is going really well, burning up the track and going really well. So hopefully he can step up and maybe kick 30 or 40 goals. That'd be nice.
Okay, awesome. Well,
let's see how we go.
Round 1 is not far away. That was Vince's list of favourite players. Leave your top 3 in the comments down below. What are your top 3 most favourite Carlton players? Also, don't forget to reach out to a mate. And also, give us in your comments down below how many wins you think we're going to win in the home and away season. Now, I did a video earlier on saying that we're going to win 16 in the home and away.
Wow.
I might have to temper that. I'm going to go with 15. I'm going to go between 15 and 16. Hold me to that because that's what I made. That was my call. I'm going with 119 goals combined for Curnow and Mackay.
119, okay.
Which is a number that a lot of our dear Port Power friends
don't like.
They love it. Hey, we love Port Adelaide, don't we?
Absolutely.
We love them after love.
119 is always good.
And a quick shout out to a mate in Victoria, Jimmy Coco, my brother from another mother. Thanks so much for this beautiful hat. I appreciate it. You're a legend. I'll be sending you something in the post soon, all right, bro? Thanks for reaching out. You're a true gentleman. And hopefully one day I'll be able to have a beer with you. So win, lose or draw, I love my club. It's all about the race to 17. Round 1 is upon us. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. It's a labour of love. It costs nothing to subscribe. A call to arms to all blue baggers and all supporters of AFL. Give us a shout out. I'm almost on 200 subs. I appreciate everyone's support. Take care and go the Blues.
Go the Blues.